Is this preview live switching?
Where's the numbers for the scoreboard?
All the way. Okay. And then second half they lead. No, second game, they're not here.
practice time before that game or anything like that for some snow days and things like that. So hopefully, a little bit more preparation.
Okay. Well, sorry, we had a technical issue there, but we're live now. We didn't have any audio to begin there, so we'll start again. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Towanda Athletics. It's Coach Clark with Coach Johnson to my right. Tonight we are back with the boys' side of the athletic department as the Towanda Black Knights varsity taking on the North Penn Mansfield Tigers in a boys' varsity basketball matchup. We'll start again, Coach.
Yeah.
How are you, first of all?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Take it away. What do we think about this? What do we have to expect?
All right. So, North Penn Mansfield comes in actually getting hot at the right time. They had the big upset win against Troy maybe end of last week, I think it was, and they've been playing really well. Towanda coming off a big win in Williamson, as expected. Williamson's a little bit down this year, so that was a good win for us. So, and what I'm interested to see before we get into the keys of the game here is, Towanda didn't have a lot of practice time before the last matchup out there in North Penn Mansfield. So I'm interested to see how that will play into factor here tonight with a couple of days this week to be able to prepare for these guys. Already have played them once. So, some good things could happen on the Black Knight side of things tonight.
Obviously, being commentating for the home team, the Black Knights tonight, though, I do have to talk about the North Penn Mansfield Tigers, because actually North Penn Mansfield back in 2017 is where I got my coaching debut as far as basketball. These kids right now that are seniors, like Alex Stein and Curtis Craig, they were the first group of kids that I got to coach when they were at junior high over in North Penn Mansfield. So I'm familiar with them. I'm really excited. I get to see them once, sometimes twice a year play basketball, and it's great to see from when I coached them 4 years ago and then going over with Coach Burley here and the development that they have received. So it's great. So I'm going to talk them up a little bit. But first of all, let's talk about what they've done so far this season. The North Penn Mansfield Tigers come into the year, into this contest at 5-5. They lost a heartbreaker in their first game of the year at Wyalusing Valley, 64-59, before losing to Athens 79-61. They lost to North Penn Liberty, who we saw a couple weeks ago, 72-55, and then lost to Troy 65-46. So an 0-4 start for the season for the Tigers. Then, like you said, they got rolling. They beat Kawaneski Valley 61-40. They beat Sayre 69-64. They beat Williamson 70-34. The big one we just talked about is they went in and they upset Troy 68-64. They did beat our Black Knights 74-58, like we just mentioned last Monday, or actually this last Monday. And then they just fell on Wednesday to the Wellsboro Green Hornets, one of the better teams in the league, 68-58. So they come into this this contest at 5-5. The Towanda Black Knights come into this one at 3-8, I do believe now, after their their second win over Williamson, and of course they beat Kawaneski Valley earlier in the year. So just give me a second here to talk about North Penn Mansfield. We're going to see. I told him I would tell him. I told him I would mention this, and it's just as a coach. I mean, I've been coaching for 10 years now in different sports: basketball, football, track, everything. I know you've been coaching for a number of years as well. There's always those certain athletes and those certain games that will stick in your head no matter what, and it may not even stick in their heads. And one for me really quickly was Alex Stein. Real great kid. He will be the point guard tonight for North Penn Mansfield. And I don't even know if he, like I said, he remembers this game. When he was in 8th grade, he actually had the task of guarding Joey Grob from Wellsboro in a game. It was a tournament game. It was like our first game of the year, one-on-one. We ran a boxing one against Wellsboro. And I'll tell you what, it was probably one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen in my life. Alex didn't score a lot, but he shut down Joey Grab in that game. I don't think Grab had more than 5 points. The second time we played him, Grab went off for like 25 or something like that because we played a different defense. But things like that just, they always stick in your head, and I had to mention that with Alex and Curtis Craig and Eli Shaw and a bunch of these kids. So thankfully I don't have to look down at my roster very much as I know the kids, but I will give them a shout out for that. So Coach, do you want to give us a couple of quick keys to the game? Yeah. I know you something else you want to go off and mention about the Tigers.
And real quick before I get into those keys too, I've been in those NTL All-Star selection meetings the last few years, as the Towanda coach the last few years. And that's something Coach Burley always says every single year. He talks about Alex Stein and the defense. He doesn't always talk about his offensive stats, but he talks about the charges he takes. He talks about the steals. He talks about his assists. He always talks about those little things that he does really well. So I do want to piggyback on that a little bit.
And I see he's the captain tonight too. Actually,
yes,
as we talk right now. So go ahead, Coach. Keys of the game. What do you think?
For the keys tonight, if you're the Tigers coming in here and you're looking for a win, these are the two things that I think they have to do really well. They have to control their pace. They love to switch up defenses coming out of timeouts. They'll go to 2-3 man-to-man. They'll go full court man-to-man, 1-2-2 full court, 3/4 court, even a 1-3-1. So Coach Briley, for years and years now, has put his big, tall, athletic guys. It could be his son, Brody Burley. It could be the freshman Dominic at that front of those zone pressures. But they want to control pace offensively and defensively, and it's very difficult for other teams to control pace with North Penn Mansfield. The other one for me is shooting it well. Probably Tawanda's going to come out in that 2-3 zone. And to break down that 2-3 zone takes a lot of patience, execution, and they have to shoot it well from 3. And then on the other side of things, I have 3 keys for Tawanda if they want to get into this game and have a chance to win. I think, number 1, stay off your heels. Don't turn the ball over. Break that pressure. Take advantage of their over defense sometimes. They anticipate, and you have to be able to stay off your heels, especially on the offensive end. Don't turn it over. Number 2, take advantage of scoring opportunities. There's going to be times where you can score some points against North Penn Mansfield. They're aggressive and sometimes overly aggressive, and you can take advantage of those. You got to make your layups, got to get to the free throw line. And lastly, get off to a fast start. Got to have a good first quarter, good first 3 minutes if you want to hope to win this game. 2
more interesting things to note as we get ready for the national anthem here in Tawanda. It'll be interesting to watch number 14, as you just mentioned, Carson Dominic, the freshman for North Penn Mansfield, who has been lighting it up. In his first 10 games, he has scored over double digits in 9 of those.
Yep.
And secondly, Logan Lambert's back. So
yeah.
we'll go to the national anthem. We'll be back here in 40 seconds. Stay with us. All right, welcome back here, Black Knight fans. We are getting ready for the starting lineups. First of all, for the North Penn Mansfield Tigers, I would have been wrong, too. I was going to take a crack and guess their top 5, but I'm not. Starting off, number 5, Brody Burley. He is the forward sophomore. He is 6'4" for North Penn Mansfield. Stein, as we mentioned earlier, number 11, he'll be the point guard. He is a senior. It's going to be number 13. That is Eli Shaw, the junior, the 6-footer. Number 14, that is Carson Dominic, the freshman. Will be interesting to see. And number 3, it looks like Sam Lawrence is going to get the start. The guard, the sophomore at 6 foot. Coach, you want to take away our starting lineup for our homestanding Black Knights?
Yeah, it's senior night tonight, so a couple changes here for the Black Knights for starting lineups. We have Ethan Sparrow, Octavius Chacona, Justin Schoonover, Dante Ottaviani, and Colby Hoffman, the two seniors, Colby Hoffman and Ethan Sparrow.
So it'll be nice to see those seniors get a well-deserved start here tonight against the North Penn Mansfield Tigers. For me personally, looking at North Penn Mansfield, man, they're a deep team.
They really are.
That's not the starting five I thought was going to start for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got
you got Curtis Craig's not starting in this one.
Curtis Craig coming off the bench.
Jacob Evans is not starting.
And those were guys last year, starters and in and out guys. So they're definitely they've definitely been through things here. But I also got to give it up to Mason Johnson, another senior who's on the team this year. Unfortunately had that injury in football season.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
We're not talking about it.
But, from what I've seen, he's
great kid.
Yeah, been a really great teammate.
Good
He's been
leader.
all the games, probably most of the practices, if not all of them. So you got to give it up to him for coming out this year and supporting his buddies and his teammates for the Black Knights.
Yeah, real unfortunate ACL injury. He sustained the second play of his senior year in football. And like you mentioned, he's definitely a captain. He's definitely a leader, and he's a kid that the kids like to rally around, whether he's playing or not. So yeah, like you mentioned, it's good to see him here. It's also good to see Logan Lambert, number 21's back. I know he was back in their last matchup against Williamson. I think he had double-digit points, but it'll be nice to have him back in the lineup for this home matchup as well. So we're about a minute away here from the starting tip-off between the Tigers and the Black Knights. Again, 5-5 is the North Penn Mansfield record. The Knights come in this one at 3-8, but they've definitely been playing better as of late. It'll be interesting to see the start of this one, how these seniors do off the tip, and how much or how little North Penn Mansfield is going to substitute. So,
yeah, I can imagine. I would say at least 8 or 9 guys will be playing for the Tigers tonight, and you'll probably see about 8 or 9 for the Black Knights. To be honest with you, so we'll definitely see who's got the best shot tonight, and I'm excited. Here we go.
All right. Well, Friday night basketball is here. NTL action. We have the tip-off. It's going to be will be taken by North Penn Mansfield. Stein comes right in good. Wall off there by Schoonover. Somehow Carson Dominic gets the ball, but he's going to be blocked. The other end, it's going to be Ani Avani with the first possession for the Knights. Tough shot, like you said. Good adjustment in the air. And the Black Knights take a 2-0 lead.
Really tough shot there by Dante Ottaviani. Kind of got bumped on the way up. Still got it hand on it and was able to finish.
Eli Shaw's three is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Dominic. His shot he's going to be fouled on the way up, and he will go to the line and shoot two. So a nice quick start here for the Knights. 30 seconds in this one. They have a 2-0 lead. Here is the freshman, our first look at him playing, Carson Dominic, 6'3", listed as a freshman, number 14. His first shot is good.
Yeah, we were talking about it pregame just before we got on air, how just the size and length from a freshman. You don't really see that body type as much.
And like you mentioned,
often.
He looks like a basketball player.
Yeah.
Looks older than he is for sure.
There's no kind of. How do I want to say this? Just kind of usually, freshmen, especially that tall, haven't grown into their bodies yet.
Yeah. Both of his free throws were good, by the way. It makes it 2-2. Chacona tried to take him into the paint. His shot was no good, though. He does get the rebound out right now. It is with Hoffman. And we are going to have a foul, it looks like, on North Penn Mansfield. Their first.
Yeah, it looked like Alex Stein there kind of put two hands on him. A lot of times in high
it'll
school
be
basketball, you'll see as soon as the two hands touch the offensive player, they're going to get you for a push.
And like you mentioned, you want to talk about aggressive. You're not going to find a more aggressive defensive kid in the league than Stein.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see what they call on him and what they do not. So a quick one on him, just not even a minute into the game. I see he's on Hoffman now in a switch. Hoffman over him, shot no good, rebounded there by Dominic. He gives it over to Lawrence. He's actually running the point right now so far for the Tigers. Stein's going to line up a three. His three is short, no good. Rebound, Schoonover. Other end, Schoonover's going to take it himself. He goes back and forth between the right and the left, gives it over to Sparrow. Out to Ani Avani. The pass is going to be intercepted on the way to Chacon, Back the other end come the Tigers. Here's Lawrence with it. Sam Lawrence, the sophomore. He gives it over to Stein. Stein's going to set things up. 2-2, minute and a half into this one. A foul apiece.
And, Coach, guess what we're seeing tonight? We are seeing a box and one.
Yeah. Taste of their own medicine. North Penn Mansfield loves to run box and ones.
We are seeing a box and one. You'll see number 12, Ethan Sparrow, guarding the freshman Dominic there. One of North Penn Mansfield's better players, trying to take him away. So you'll see the other four Black Knights in a four-man zone here.
It's awesome, too, because, Sparrow's probably not going to play the whole game. Might as well use his energy, right?
Yep.
Floater for Stein, up no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to go off of North Penn Mansfield back to the Knights. And you think, a great spot to put Ethan Sparrow in. I mean, he's going to be a senior. He's going to start this one, well-deserved. And why not, expend all his energy trying to take on the freshman?
And he'll work hard too. He's not gonna quit on you or anything like that. He'll hustle. He'll give it his all. So that's a nice little matchup there.
Tawana in a good spot. 2 minutes into this one, they are tied up with North Penn Mansfield. Schoonover, though, is going to get caught between a pass, and he will travel back over to the Tigers.
Looks like he had that pass there too.
Yeah. Shaw inbounds it here to Alex Stein. He's going to walk it up the court. Tawana stays right in that box and one. I love a good box and one. And this is what we ran on grab. Real good stuff. Lawrence with it here. He's going to try and skip it over to Burley. Burley does take the ball in a nice
tough left hand.
Yeah, tough left hand with the spin, too. Makes it 4-2 in favor of the Tigers.
Still a good defensive possession there. Sometimes better offense beats good defense. And, the Black Knights did a pretty good job there. Making it a tough shot, but a good finish there by Burley.
And that we've seen, too, Coach, this is the first time they run the box and one, I think.
I think this
home,
is, yeah.
Right? I mean, they may have on the road,
yep.
but.
First time we've seen it, yes.
Hoffman's shot was no good. The rebound was taken by the Tigers. I almost said Panthers. It was close. I held it back.
I'll probably do that a couple times.
Nice steal. Aniavani with it. He tries a tough floater. No good. Schoonover was there for the rebound, and yes, he is going to be fouled. And I believe it's going to be called an over the back there. I think it was on Burley. We'll have to see. It is on Burley, yep. They're going to call him with a hack, and will stay with the Black Knights. Couple substitutions. First one, Jake Evans, 23, comes in for North Penn Mansfield for the Knights. It's good to see Logan Lambert, 21, back, and Schroeder, number 4, the sophomore, comes back in here. Or gets their first action. They take the place of Sparrow and Chacona. 4-2, slow start as far as scoring goes. We're 3 minutes into this one. Aniavani with the basketball for the Black Knights. He's going to take on Evans, fresh into the game. Actually, that was Lawrence. Shot was no good. Right on cue was Lambert. His shot, though, is no good. Rebounded there by the freshman, Dominic. Two good looks.
You can see North Penn Mansfield is daring number 3, Dante Ottaviani, to go to his left hand. That's you can see his defender. Good take there by Alex Stein, but they're daring him to dribble it off that left hand and try to get a finish. You'll see his defender playing his right hand heavy.
Stein not afraid to shoot the basketball, but and even though he's only listed at 5'9", he loves to drive the ball. He loves floaters. Right now, 23, Jake Evans is probably the biggest shooting threat out there for North Penn Mansfield. Very good shooter. First free throw is up, and it is good for Stein. He'll have one more. 5-2 is our score. 4:25 here in the first quarter, just underway from Towanda.
Got to be ready for pressure here if you're the Black Knights. Yep, here they come.
Stein's second is good. Looks like Lawrence.
1-3-1.
Yep.
Nope, man-to-man.
Just trying to catch him half court. Aniavani with the basketball here for the Knights. 6-2 now is our score. Aniavani tries to drive in, kick out to Lambert. Lambert, tough shot. Almost goes, though. Good box out by Evans on the backside. Back come the Tigers. They're Panthers in football. The Tigers in basketball. They go back to Tigers for baseball. And right
Big
there,
shot.
yeah, I mean, Evans is the shooter out there right now, 23. His first shot of the game is a 3, and it goes. Makes the score 9-2 in favor of North Penn Mansfield.
This is where we talked about pregame. Stay off your heels if you're the Black Knights here. You can't compile turnovers.
Good effort by Evans.
Here we go.
Yep, Evans gets it over to Stein. 2-on-1 situation. He's going to fake it, and he's going to put a nice touching layup on that one, make it 11-2. Coach Knapp's going to need a timeout to talk things over. With
No timeout here. We got a turnover by the Black Knights.
Oh, did they step on the end line?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, man, I thought I saw Coach. Yeah. Well, yes, you're right, Coach. It's going to be a turnover, and it's going to go right back to North Penn Mansfield. Stepped over the end line, giving the ball back in. Just a little simple, careless mistake there by the Black Knights. Burley on Hoffman, backs him down. Shot wildly no good. Rebound, though, does pop out to Evans. Evans with it here. Kicks it out to Stein. Stein's going to split the defense. There's his floater he loves so much, and it's going to go in the paint. Makes it 13-2. Now Coach Knapp is going to call timeout. It'll be full. I guess we could stick here, Coach. 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go, first quarter. Yeah, I mean, a couple turnovers, a couple big shots. Towanda not exactly shooting the basketball well thus far. What do we have to do to kind of calm the momentum down and get back into this one?
Yeah, you got to get things going to the basket. Those first couple of possessions for Towanda where everything was going to the basket. Colby Hoffman had a 5-footer. missed it, but it was still, in the paint. Dante Ottaviani's had a floater and a layup go. Those are the shots that we're getting. Now, that doesn't mean that everything has to come from there, but, if I know Coach Knapp like I do, he wants a paint touch and work it inside out. So that's probably what he's saying. Right now, he's probably on the defensive end talking about, maybe an adjustment he wants to see in that box and one, or if they go back to the 2-3, because Alex Stein right now is a problem because he's splitting those top two defenders and getting to the middle of the paint. When you do that, when you're a defense and you're letting somebody get into the paint, it's very, very tough to go out and get those shooters like you were talking about. 1-3-1 here from the Tigers.
Not surprising, but kind of surprising. You have Stein, like I mentioned, he is the best defensive player for North Penn Mansfield. He was on Colby Hoffman to start that entire game. A lot of size, but there's another turnover by the Knights. Jake Evans converts it into a layup, makes the score 15-2.
The size is a factor there, but he's pesky, and he'll bother Hoffman a little bit. Hoffman's got to be patient and just do a good job, playing within himself.
Right on cue, Stein knocks it out of bounds there. It's going to stay with the Black Knights. It'll be interesting to see what they go. If they go to the 2-3, no, they're going to stay in a man. And it looks like Stein now is going to go on Schroeder with Hoffman out of the game.
Got to drive it.
Irish has entered the game for Hoffman, and it looks like Schroeder is going to get caught in a spin, and he will travel the ball back to North Penn Mansfield. 15-2, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter of action. North Penn Mansfield off to a hot start in this one. Nice skip pass there by Lawrence. He's going to hit Evans. Evans' shot is short this time, though. Good rebound there by Schoonover. Aniavani's going to run it, try and split the entire Tiger defense, but his pocket's going to get picked there by the freshman Dominic. He's going to bring the ball back the other way, going 2-on-1. Man, that's a tough shot. Shot was long, no good. Rebounded by Chacona, who kind of just left it there, but fortunately it's going to get hit off of Dominic's leg out of bounds back to the Black Knights.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the ball at all times against the Tigers. They'll reach in. They'll try to, if you're not chinning that ball off those, if you're not really fundamentally sound, you're going to be in trouble.
Little bit out of control there is Chacona. His pass was to nobody. It will go out of bounds back to North Penn Mansfield. Yeah, just kind of pressing a little bit.
Yep.
Got to kind of calm things down here, do the Black Knights.
Playing a little too fast right now if you're the Black Knights. And like I said, pace is something that North Penn Mansfield does really, really well controlling. And you have to play off that and play well through it, or you have to play such a good game that you control the pace.
Good hands there by the Knights, knocking that ball out of bounds. Lambert, number 21, is going to check back in for Tawanda. He's going to replace Chacona. Irish also into the game, number 35. He is also a freshman. We have Schroeder, 4, 44, Schoonover, and 3, Aniavani. For North Penn Mansfield, it's Burley. It is Dominic, who just missed that shot. That ball's going to be tipped out of bounds to North Penn Mansfield. It's Stein, it's Lawrence, and it is Evans, number 23. Inbound here for North Penn Mansfield. Sam Lawrence, good pass to Dominic, the freshman underneath the hoop.
Too.
Yep. 17-2. Yeah, he's definitely going to be a basketball player. We're probably going to hear Carson Dominic's name for several years here in the NTL, and he's going to be a good one. Tawanda trying to break the press. They do. Schroeder with it, number 4. He's going to give it off to Aniavani. 17-2 is our score. Minute left here, first quarter of action. A little bit too handsy there is North Penn Mansfield. I think they're going to call that one on Evans. They do. Number 23. That is the second team foul on North Penn Mansfield. Tawanda also has 2. Check into the game for the first time is Curtis Craig, number 12, and there comes Eli Shaw back in, number 13. They replaced Lawrence and Burley.
And North Penn Mansfield still in a 1-3-1. We got to be careful with the traps here. Here they come.
Yep. Especially against a younger player like Schroeder. May not have the experience, but he does a real nice job. His pass just a second late, but it does come back out to Aniavani. His shot no good. But I believe they're going to get Stein again. And they do. Number 11 with a push on the shot. That's his second. And Aniavani will go to the line and shoot 2.
These
that's
are
going to be the end of Stein.
Free throws right here.
Yeah. A pretty big scoring. 17-0 run.
Yep.
I mean, Tawanda went up 2-0. It's been 17 straight points for North Penn Mansfield. Looks like Sam Lawrence did a pop right back in the game and take out Stein, who just got his second foul. First free throw in and out, no good for Aniavani. He'll have one more. Yeah, that's the one thing with Alex Stein is he plays so hard. He does get into foul trouble.
Yeah, there will be times, but he's a smart player. He's been doing this for a long time, so he's very capable of answering the call when he needs to come back in.
Good pass, but it's off the hands of Craig, and it's going to go out of bounds back to Towanda. Yeah, you'll find Alex Stein at the Kelchner Fitness Center down there at Mansfield University, too, playing against college kids. Myself included. He made me look like a fool a few times. That is going to be a travel, though, on Towanda. That time it's going to go back to the Tigers here. 38 seconds to go. It seems like neither team wants to hold on to the ball this last minute. Lawrence with it. He's going to give it off to Dominic. Dominic skips it across to Evans. 30 seconds to go, first quarter of action. Evans skips it back across to Dominic. Lawrence takes it. Yeah, 20 seconds now. Ooh, Lawrence got to line up a three. He liked it. Left alone, and he hits.
Big shot there, too.
20-3 is our score now in favor of the Tigers. Towanda looking for the last shot as Schroeder, a nice move behind the back, gives it to Anivani, back to Schroeder. Schroeder skips it to Schoonover. His shot short, no good. Fight for the rebound. Nice job by Irish. His shot's no good, though. Lambert, though, follows it up with a nice shot off of the backboard. Okay. Well, Dominic just fired a three-quarter shot that was late, but it still almost went in. That is going to be the end of the first quarter of play. It is going to be the North Penn Mansfield Tigers 20, the Towanda Black Knights 5. We'll be back here in about 40 seconds for the start of the second quarter here from Towanda. Well, it was the athleticism of the North Penn Mansfield Tigers that were giving Towanda a little bit of fits there. It's 20-5 right now at the end of the first quarter. North Penn Mansfield with the lead. Towanda will take the basketball here to start the second quarter. Out there right now for the Tigers, we have number 3, Sam Lawrence, number 12, Curtis Craig, number 13, Eli Shaw, number 5, which Burley is that? Brody Burley, and number 23, Jacob Evans. For our Black Knights, we have Schoonover, 44. We have number 3, Ani Avani, 21, Lambert, 35, Irish, and 20, Hoffman. 3-on-1 here going the other way for North Penn Mansfield. That's going to be good defense, though, by Ani Avani, stopping that 3-on-1, forcing a tough shot. Shot was no good. He gets the rebound. Back the other direction, and Schoonover's going to draw a foul. So, real nice job there by Ani Avani. That's a hard spot to be in.
Yeah, you like to see that, too, because, I mean, really, when you turn it over as the point guard against that 1-3-1, a lot of times you're in 4-on-1 or 4-on-2 situations, and that's a tough spot to be in with steal from Lawrence here.
That was great hands by Lawrence. There's Curtis Craig to get the garbage. His shot is up, and it is good. Yeah, Lawrence just had the hands up and face guarded and got lucky as the ball tipped off of his hand. 22-5 now, and that's what you're talking about, that aggressive nature. Curtis Craig right now is playing the top of that press. He gets it. He's going to take it. He is going to be fouled as he kind of hesitated, and he makes the layup to make it 24-5, and he'll shoot a free throw.
Yeah, some frustration by the Black Knights here. You see a lot of hands on hips, running back and forth, lots of turnovers. That first key that I talked about pregame, stay off your heels. And the Black Knights have been on their heels for a little over a quarter now with lots and lots of turnovers. That's something that they need to improve on in this game if they want to get back into it.
The senior Craig's free throw is going to be up, and it is going to be good. Nice arc on that one. 25-5, 20-point lead now for the Tigers. 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go in our first half of action. Schroeder takes the ball. He's going to be trapped there, gets a nice bounce pass. That was a good press break there by Towanda. Hoffman's shot, though, is no good. Rebounded by Evans.
And you're right. Elias did a better job. He got a travel call the first time because his jump stop kind of slid and he dragged that foot. That time, nice jump stop, good crisp ball fake, and a nice pass led to an open three. But you got to get some layup opportunities when you're breaking that 1-3-1. They got one guy back. If you can move the ball quickly, you're going to have 3-on-1s and 2-on-1s. If you can, break that press quickly.
Burley having a tough time under the rim thus far offensively for North Penn Mansfield. His shot was no good again, goes back to the Knights. Eli Shaw came out of the game. They bring back in Dominic, number 14. Irish went up for the layup. He had the ball poked away from him. It goes out of bounds, though, on North Penn. Mansfield stays with the Black Knights. 6:43 to go, second quarter of action. Irish with the basketball here. Looks like North Penn Mansfield's going to stay on in a man-to-man defense. And another kid, too, that I didn't get to coach because he was a year younger. Sam Lawrence, number 3, is also a pretty good defensive player. A good player all around. You don't really hear about him very much. Nice shot there. Was that Hoffman? Or was
that was Hoffman.
Hoffman for 2 points there. Makes it 25-7. But Sam Lawrence, another one, pretty quietly does what he needs to do throughout ball games. His hands were always active. He almost had a couple steals there. We'll call that a pass from Dominic. His shot was short, but Curtis Craig there again for another layup. Makes it 27-7. Back the other way they come. Schroeder with it. Nice bounce pass there to Hoffman. He rises. His shot is good. So Colby Hoffman has come alive with 4 quick points for the Black Knights in the paint.
Doing a better job, not turning it over as much, getting it to the middle. And like we talked about earlier, you can get the ball to the middle of the zone. Good things are going to happen. And, you know, Tawanda's pretty lucky. One of their better players is one of their big guys, and he plays in the middle of the zone.
Good pass there by Craig finding Dominic, but he traveled on the way in. 27-9 now is our score. Mason Hartman, number 22, checks into the game for the first time. He is going to take out 35 Irish, and he will inbound.
Tawanda's got to be aggressive. They have to look for layup opportunities or inside the paint shots here.
Tried to force that one, but Colby Hoffman does a really nice job forcing the issue. It could have been an easy steal there for Craig, but Hoffman hustled. It does go out of bounds off of Hoffman back to the Tigers, though. Just a half second too slow on that pass. Good face guard there by 12, Craig. This time it's going to be Jake Evans who's going to bring it down the court. Sam Lawrence with it now. He's going to pass it in to Burley. Burley, it's a good move, but it's one step too many. I mean, he's young. Burley, he's a sophomore right now. He's just getting his feet wet. You can see the potential is there. I mean, he has 3 older brothers that were very good basketball players.
Yeah, just long.
Yep. Growing into his body nicely.
Definitely.
Looks like a Burley. Do they call that a travel?
Yep,
travel there on Schroeder. It'll go back to the Tigers. 5:12 to go. 27-9 is the score. Jake Evans will give it over to Lawrence. He's going to bring it up this time. Over to Dominic, back to Lawrence. I will say this is the first time I didn't have to keep looking at my sheet, which is awesome. Curtis Craig with the left hand. His shot is up and good on Hartman. And Coach Knapp is going to need another timeout to talk things over. We're going to stay here for a second and talk things out. 29-9 is our score right now. 3.5, 4 minutes to go still here in the first half. So what's going on, Coach? What can the Knights do now? I mean, it's a 20-point lead. It hasn't changed really since the first quarter. They've battled, and Colby Hoffman's gotten to the block a few times. He's got some points. What do they have to do to continue to keep this thing close and kind of chip away?
Yeah, that timeout from Coach Knapp right there is about defense. You could, I don't know if you guys could pick it up on the microphones here or not, but I heard Coach Knapp say, somebody didn't have the high post, and you could see that right now this is a conversation mostly about their 2-3 defense and getting to the guarding the high post a lot better, because North Penn Mansfield, whether it was Alex Stein off the dribble or these 5 guys that have been in now, they're getting that ball to that high post and they're getting easy layups. And then at the other end, quickly, you got to find a way to get it to Colby Hoffman in the middle. And then Colby has to be a playmaker, not just scoring. He has to make some passes, and that will loosen up the North Penn Mansfield defense. And this is why North Penn Mansfield is so tough right here, too. So now we got the first time we're seeing a man-to-man trap here from the Tigers.
That's a pass all the way down the court to Lambert. He tried to go right at Burley. It was no good. Right there for the follow was Colby Hoffman. His shot no good either. Nice job there by, I think that was Mason Hartman, but his save goes into the hand of a Tiger. So here's Jake Evans. He is just going to pop and shoot a 3. Shot was long, though. Rebound there. Fight for it, but it was won in a fight by Lambert, and he is going to be fouled. So basically that was Lambert versus Dominic, who wanted it more. Lambert won that one and got fouled in the action. Stays with the Knights.
Yep, and the Tigers are definitely found a defense that has been working for them. You see this 1-3-1 again. They'll be trapping the Knights as long as the Knights keep turning it over. So you got to get some easy ones here.
Good job by Chacona getting away from that pressure and a skip pass to Hoffman. His shot is short, no good. Rebound there by Burley. Lawrence coming down the other end here. We're almost exactly halfway done with the second quarter. It is 29-9 in favor of the visiting Tigers out of North Penn Mansfield. Jake Evans with the ball. He gets it over to Lawrence. Lawrence wanted it, thought about it, gets it under in the block instead. Nice wraparound pass there by Hoffman. The help defense never came, and Curtis Craig is having a day. How many points do you have so far, Coach? Is that 10?
He's up to 11.
11, yeah. Back the other way. There's the trap right on cue. Schroeder in trouble. Gets a nice bounce. It's a little bit. Good job by Chacon with the hands on the slower pass. He gets it out to Lambert. Lambert doesn't even have time to set his feet, but he still fires it's a long two that is good. Makes it 31-11 now with 3.5 to go in the first half. I mean, Logan Lambert does not need to have the ball very long and or set his feet very much. He's a great shooter. He has that touch.
Yep.
Another three, no good. Jake Evans on the backside just taps it in. Tawana having issues definitely on the backside rebounding right now. 33-11 now is the score. Chacona picks up his dribble, fires one over to Hartman. Hartman hits Schroeder. He'll line up a three. Long, no good. Evans on the backside rebound. And somehow it goes to North Penn Mansfield. I'm not sure how. It must be a hit before he touched it at the end line.
Yeah, it must have been there. And Elias was a little frustrated after that miss there, but
it's a good shot.
It is a good shot, and it's one of those things that you've turned it over a few times, and now you get that one open look, and it doesn't go, and it just feels like that compiles more. But you just got to stay positive. You're doing some good things in the second quarter, especially this last half of the second quarter. You're getting some good opportunities. Right now, it's got to start down to this defensive end.
That's a great rebound by Brody Burley right there. Shot was no good by Craig, but a good offensive board there by Burley. He will be fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Foul is going to be on Hartman. It's going to be his first, team fourth for the Knights. 6 so far on North Penn Mansfield. Burley's first free throw is good. Shaw comes back in the game. He will replace Craig. So a good job by Curtis Craig coming off the bench and making 11 quick points there, and half a quarter of work for the Tigers. Second shot for Burley is going to be long, no good. Fight for the rebound, but it will be a over-the-back call on Dominic. It'll go to the Black Knights. 2:51 to go. It should be 1-1. It is 1-1 now, yeah. That was the 7th team foul there on the Tigers, so Hoffman will go to the line and shoot the front end of a 1-1. And they were in the bonus for 2:51 to go here in the half. Hoffman's 1-1 free throw is nothing but net. It is good. He'll get one more for it. Makes the score 34-12. Schoonover came back into the game, by the way. Aniavani and Lambert. It's Hoffman, and it is Mason Hartman right now for the Knights. Second free throw is up. Long, no good. Good rebound there by Schoonover. Basically just took it away from Shaw. Out to Lambert, back to Schoonover. Schoonover trying to get the ball into Hartman, is unable to. Good deny defense there by Eli Shaw. Here's Hoffman. He'll take it himself. Tough scoop shot. No good. Nice. Mason Hartman with a nice rebound. Kept the pivot foot, and Coach Burley didn't like that one. 34-14, 20-point lead now for the Tigers. So Tawana, like we just said, they've been equal in the second half so far, or the second quarter thus far. Doing some things well offensively, playing good enough defense. Good hands by Aniavani. Ball's down to Burley now. Burley out to Evans. Evans thought about popping it, does not, gives over to Shaw. He will pop it. His three is going to be long, no good. Backside rebound by Schoonover.
Yeah, good defense right there. They did a much better job on the weak side of that zone, reacting to those skip passes. That's where Mansfield's really, really hurt the Black Knights so far in this first half on those skip passes in the zone. That's where they've been getting their 2-on-1s.
Aniavani, real nice ball handling there, taking on Lawrence, and he is going to draw the foul, and I believe he's going to get 2 out of that. He will, so he'll go to the line and shoot those 2 with 1:50 to go here in the quarter. Looks like Craig is coming back into the game. Second foul, by the way, on Sam Lawrence, number 3. Aniavani's first shot, no good. He will come in for Lawrence. So Coach Burley really protecting his kids and making no doubt that they're going to be in foul trouble. As soon as they get that second foul, they're getting yanked.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised you haven't seen Alex Stein a little bit in the second quarter. But, with a 20-point lead, you don't have to rush anything.
Second free throw was good from Aniavani, and Coach Burley is going to call a quick 30-second timeout to talk things over. It is 34-15 now in favor of the Tigers out of North Penn Mansfield. We'll be back here in about 20 seconds to continue and finish up our first half. We're back here. Minute 50 to go in the half. It's 34-15 in favor of the Tigers out of North Penn Mansfield. Tawana now putting on a little bit of pressure of their own. We'll see how the Tigers deal with that. Evans with a nice bounce pass to Shaw. Shaw gets it over to Dominic. Dominic back to Shaw, back to Evans. Thought about it. Good D there, getting back by Aniavani.
I like that little change up from Coach Knapp there.
Yeah,
Just a little pressure, like slow them down, speed them up, make them change the way they're playing a little bit, and good things could happen. So I like that.
Yeah, fight for the ball between Burley and Schoonover. It's going to end up being a travel on Burley from that. Back to the Knights here with a minute 22 to go. Hoffman with the basketball. He's going to get blocked off by Burley. Gets it out, but his pass is going to be over the head of Aniavani, and it's going to be a backcourt as he was the first one to touch it. Back to the Tigers. So back-to-back turnovers by both of these teams. Evans will inbound here for the Tigers. Evans with the ball here, gets it down to Craig. Craig going to go one-on-one against Schoonover. He's going to win that one there. Another layup for him. That's his 13th point, I do believe.
Yes, it is.
Makes it 36-15, all off of the bench for number 12, Curtis Craig. Hoffman's going to pop a quick three. Shot no good. Rebounded backside by Shaw. He's going to get it up to Carson Dominic. The freshman gets it over to Evans. Thought about it again, but he decides not to. Nice ball fake. Gives it over to Shaw. Back to Evans. Back to Shaw. Under a minute to go here in the first half. North Penn Mansfield being patient, taking their time. And I don't know what we have here.
Yeah, I'm not.
Did they just stop play to tell Kipper to be quiet? Coach Burley?
I don't know.
They didn't call a foul.
I know there was some confusion or disagreement the way there was some post play down here at this end, but I'm not sure exactly what they said.
I think he might have stopped just literally to tell Burley like an explanation. I've never seen that before. But Dominic's three is going to be no good. So rebounded there for the Knights. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Aniavani gets it over to Lambert. Back to Aniavani, back to Lambert. Now down to 20 seconds. Lambert really wanted to shoot that ball. His shot is going to be long, no good. Rebounded by Evans. Under 15 to go here in the first half. 36-15 is our score. At halftime, stick around with the 5-minute mark. We're going to give you our trivia question. We're going to give us kind of analysis of what we've seen so far. Evans is going to be the one that's going to shoot a three buried, and it is good. That's going to be the end of the first half of play. It's going to be North Penn Mansfield 39 and our Towanda Black Knights 15. Like I just mentioned, come back and join us here at the 5-minute mark of halftime. So in about 5 minutes of real time, we're going to have our trivia question of the night. Coach Johnson's going to give us a rundown of our unofficial scores up here, and we'll give an analysis of what we've seen so far and what the Knights can do to try and get back in this game. So again, at halftime, it's 39-15 Tigers. All right, welcome back here, Black Knight fans. We got about 5.5 minutes left of halftime, and if you're just joining us, it was the North Penn Mansfield Tigers who have jumped out to a quick 39-15 lead here on our homestanding Towanda Black Knights. First of all, Coach, can you give us a rundown of what we have up here in our book as far as the scoring for both of these teams?
Yeah, for the Black Knights, Dante Ottaviani leads the Black Knights with 5 points, Logan Lambert with 4, Colby Hoffman with 4, and Mason Hartman with 2. For the North Penn Mansfield Tigers, Sam Lawrence, number 3, has 3, Brody Burley, number 5, has 3, Alex Stein, number 11, with 6 points, Curtis Craig coming off the bench, number 12, to lead the Tigers with 13, Carson Dominic, number 14, with 4, and Jacob Evans, number 23, with 10.
All right, so you have 2 kids off the bench, and like we just mentioned, I knew Evans and, Craig, because those are 2 of the kids that I coached. 13 points for Craig and 10 for Evans. Definitely a deep bench here for North Penn Mansfield, and only 4 points for Carson Dominic. So let's see if the Black Knights could be the second team in 11 games to hold him under double digits.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job with him. It sounds a little rough sometimes when you hear Evans and Craig coming off the bench and having double-digit points, but those guys have been starters in the past.
Yeah.
Those guys are guys that have played it the last 2 or 3 years and have tons of minutes for these guys. So it's not really a surprise that those guys are having big nights, especially Evans being the catch-and-shoot guy like he is, and really Curtis Craig has kind of dominated this game offensively since he's came in with some paint touches and stuff, getting some easy layups for the Tigers. So a big half for the Tigers so far.
All right, so let's really quick ask you our trivia question, and we'll give you this last 4 minutes and maybe a couple minutes into the third quarter as well to try and ponder this one. Remember, if you have either one of our numbers, or if you just want to play at home, or if, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, whatever, any way you can get a hold of us, we'll be sure to say your name live if you get it. So here's the question, and again, if you are in attendance, it's going to be cheating. You're not allowed to play because they are on the banners as well. The Towanda Boys Varsity Basketball Program and the Towanda Football Program. So those 2 programs have won, both of them have won quite a few NTL championships. How many times have they both won the NTL championship the same school year? Okay, that's your question. How many times have they both won the NTL championship in the same school year? So I'm talking like 07, 08, or like 11 to 12, or 90, any of the same school year. How many times have they done it the same year? And for a bonus question off of that, what years did that occur? So one more time, our bonus question for tonight, the Towanda Boys Varsity Basketball Program and the Towanda Football Program have both won a lot of NTL championships. How many times have they both won the NTL championship the same year? And then your bonus question off of that is, what years did those occur? So we'll give you the last couple minutes to think about that. Send us your messages, and we will see if we have a winner, if any, and who was the closest.
Yeah.
So
it's a tough one.
It is a tough one, and
yeah.
I would not have known it if I wasn't here looking at it.
That's
and so,
very true.
But it's fun. Gives everybody a chance to kind of be involved in the broadcast. So 2 minutes to go here in halftime. Both the teams are back out, getting themselves warmed back up. Coach, what do we have to see here? I know we've asked this question a couple times. What do the Knights? As a coach, what do you want to see the Knights come out and do, and what do they have to do to try and cut away at this 24-point lead for North Penn?
You have to have a double-digit run. And it has to happen sometime in the third quarter. So your goal going into this third quarter is to at some point have a 10-2, a 14-3, something like that type of run to cut this lead almost in half. So you don't have to get it all the way in half, but you'd like to get it in half by the end of the quarter. So, yeah, at some point you have to have a big run in this quarter if you want to get back into the ball game. So, when I was coaching, we always used to talk about the first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes of the half, you have to dominate that. If you're down 20-plus, that's when you get back into the ball game. So that will be the most important part. So, if you're sitting there watching at home, something to keep an eye on. It's 39-15 right now. What is it going to be in the third quarter with 3 minutes left? That's going to be the big one for me to start this third quarter. And if you're the Tigers on the other side, it's the same thing. You have to act like it's 0-0. You're going to see the same sort of pressure from them. You're going to see the same sorts of things. So I'll be interested to see how both teams come out, if they make any adjustments, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Also, to know if you are a frequently tune into our broadcast, we found out today actually, Tawana just picked up another game, and it's going to be a home game, so we'll have that broadcast. That's going to be actually this coming Thursday, February 18th. We picked up a game against Meadowbrook Christian, so the Black Knights are going to get another non-conference game against Meadowbrook Christian again on Thursday. Just a note, mark on your calendars in case you enjoy the broadcast. We are ready to go here for the third quarter. Both teams are back out in the court. 8 minutes are on the clock. Right now for the Knights, it looks like we have 44 Schoonover, 13 Chacona, 3 Aniavani, 20 Hoffman, and 21 Lambert. Probably would have been the starting five that we've seen quite a few times. Stein back out there for North Penn Mansfield. Good. That was a good play in off of it. The shot does not go, though. Rebounded by Burley. Fights it away. So, for North Penn Mansfield, it's Burley, it's Dominic, it is Stein, it is Lawrence, and it is 13 Eli Shaw.
Yeah, that would have been a big start to
It was a great play
quarter.
design.
Yeah,
Great play design.
Yeah.
Just a tough break there for Lambert. Did not fall. That is the second long three air ball there from Dominic. He is not feeling it today. The freshman, Aniavani, goes all the way down hard into the paint. Shot no good. Rebound by Stein. Stein comes back the other way.
What a
pass. Fits a pass
dime.
into Shaw. Shot is no good, though. Good job getting back there by the Knights. Yeah, that's another thing. With Stein's size, he's so low to the ground. His bounce passes are on target. Hoffman left open for three at the top of the key. Shot no good. Rebounded by Stein. He's going to bring it back down the other direction. 2 quick rebounds for number 11 back into the game. Minute into the third quarter, 39-15. The score remains the same.
So you're seeing a little change to this 2-3 from the Black Knights. They're bringing whoever's playing the middle. Right now it's Colby Hoffman, number 20. You see him in the middle, basically running the foul line with the North Penn Tiger player, number 13, Eli Shaw. He's just kind of almost man-to-man in there with him because that's something that hurt the Black Knights in the first half. So a nice adjustment there by Coach Knapp on the defensive side of things.
Another good dish by Stein, but again, Dominic's shot is no good. Back the other way come the Knights. It's going to be Hoffman right on Stein. Now gets it over to Lambert. He's guarded there by the lengthy Burley. He's going to take Burley. Right around him goes Lambert off the glass. His shot is up, and it is good. Good take. It's nice to see Logan Lambert drive. We know he can spot up and shoot. Good to see him aggressively go into the paint there as well.
Yep, that's something that you got to see more, especially with that left hand. You see a lot of the Black Knight players driving to their right tonight, and I know the Tigers have been playing that right hand a lot. So, once in a while you got to go to your left and try to make a play on that left side also. Another
missed three there by Carson Dominic, number 14. Gives it back to the Knights. 22-point lead, under 6 to go here, third quarter, 39-17 in favor of North Penn Mansfield. Aniavani's going to take Lawrence to the right. He's going to get a nice move on him, and he's going to go up and under for 2 more. And just like we talked about, Tawanda has slowly cut this thing down to 20 at 39-19.
Yep, and the goal for the next 2.5 minutes here is, can you get it within 12? That's going to be the next goal. You
chipping away,
make a run. Yep.
Lawrence with the basketball here for the Tigers. He's going to pass it over to Stein. Stein's going to be patient with it this time here. Picked up by Lambert, goes around him, gets it back to Shaw, back to Sam Lawrence. His three is up, and it is good. Good shooter.
Yeah, that was a big-time shot, and I wasn't sure if he really wanted to take it there for a second. Some pressure here from the Tigers. Good pass.
Good job by – wow. Ooh, they're going to call that a jump ball. Oh, my goodness.
Very, very tough.
Yeah, Sam Lawrence came flying from behind. It looked like he clearly got Logan Lambert, but they're going to call somehow a jump ball, and it will go back to the Tigers. Yeah, that was
really
the first
tough break
questionable call of the night for sure. I think Mr. Official was kind of stuck between two things and went with a jump. Ooh. Well, regardless, back the other way come the Tigers on offense here. Sam Lawrence going to fire another three. This one's no good. Good rebound there by Hoffman through the body right into Carson to make sure that there was no way the ball was going to be taken away. Aniavani back in the paint. Shot short. Good rebound there, though, by Schoonover over Eli Shaw. His shot is good. Makes it 42-21 with 4.5 to go in the third quarter.
I do like how they're playing the zone now a little bit. They're leaving a little double screen. You'll see Mansfield do that a lot there on the weak side. But, they're leaving Stein open, on the perimeter a little bit and making sure, kind of packing in that paint. Good take there by Brody Burley to get fouled.
Yep. Burley will go to the line and shoot 2. He is going to be fouled there. I believe it was on Schoonover 44. It was, and that is his 3rd foul of the contest. First shot for Burley is up, and it is no good. Shaw comes out of the game. He's replaced again by 23, Jacob Evans. I already got a couple of right answers.
Do you really?
I do.
Wow.
I got a couple of right answers already.
I thought this question was
I
tough.
thought it was too, but apparently the Tawana faithful knows their basketball and football. Haniavani loses the handle on it himself. It goes out of bounds back to North Penn Mansfield. 42-21. It's a 21-point lead for those Tigers. 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. And there's going to be a travel on North Penn Mansfield. It'll go right back to Tawanda.
This has been a great start for the Black Knights. Really, they've had some opportunities on the offensive end. Maybe an iffy call there on the jump ball foul situation, but even some of these are doing a good job breaking this pressure so far. This is the first time this half that we've seen the 1-3-1. Let's see if the Black Knights can get a good look.
Way to spin the ball there by Tawanda. That goes a nice skip pass to Aniavani, but he is going to be stripped of the ball there by Dominic coming the other way. I do want to say on the trivia question, though, nobody's got how many times it has occurred right, but I've had some people get 1 or 2 or whatever of the years right. Evans' 3 is no good, kind of faded away. Rebound there by Schoonover. He gives it over to Aniavani. 3 minutes to go. 3rd quarter of action. There's Lambert, spot number
Big
3.
shot.
It is good. Another 3 from Lambert. Nice to have his offense back here for the Knights. Makes it 42-24 now. It's 18 points. I mean, nothing's been really wowing you, but Tawanda has really cut this thing slowly. And just like you mentioned, Coach, if we can get it down to, 10, 12 points going into the last quarter, you never know.
Yeah, you hear Coach Burley again, that talking to the officials about the way Tawanda's playing the post, but they really haven't gotten any calls so far tonight. See if they can get one.
Tough pass, tough shot from the combination of Stein and Evans, but there's Burley to clean up the mess and put it in for the layup to make it back to 20 at 2:28 to go. It's 44-24. Stein comes running in and takes that pass away, this time from Lambert. Out of bounds. Check in here for North Penn Mansfield. Craig comes back in for them. For Tawanda, it's going to be Irish 35 back in the game. He takes out Schoonover. Long pass there to Lambert. He's going to take it over Stein. Shot no good. Right into the game is Irish. He misses the follow-up, though, with a nice offensive board, however. Back the other way come the Tigers. Evans gets the inbound pass. Craig just in. Shot no good. It goes out of bounds to Tawanda.
So if you're Coach Knapp here, you're thinking about really 3 plays. There's the jump ball call and 2 easier shots missed from the Black Knight side of things, and then that Brody Burley layup. The last points from North Penn Mansfield. Those are that 4 to 6 point swing that would have been really key in this 3rd quarter to get it back within 12. But still lots of time here in the 3rd quarter to make things happen.
Inbound here. They're leaving Logan Lambert open on the inbounds pass, and that's not a good idea. That's a long 2 that time, but another basket there from Logan Lambert, number 21, the sophomore. And Coach Burley is going to need to call a timeout. With 1:49 to go, it's now an 18-point lead here. Real quick here, we will let you know our trivia question for the night. So this was not actually a trick question. We asked for the exact year that Tawanda's basketball and football programs both won the NTL championship together. We had several people guess the year correct because it only happened one time. One time it has occurred, and it was 1976 to 1977. Back in the Steve Casey days was the only time that has occurred. Now, there's been several times it was back-to-back, like I'm talking 11 to 12, 12 to 13. with football and basketball respectively, but only once was it in the same year. So,
and we thought there'd be a lot more, really.
Yep. There's a lot of back-to-backs, but there's only one time it was both 76 and 77. So those of you at home that got that right, nice job. Thanks for playing. Nobody got how many times it occurred. Had a lot of 3s, 4s out there, but it only happened once. Back to the action here. Stein's 3 was no good, but it goes out of bounds on the Knights. Minute 37 to go, 18-point lead, and we're going to have another timeout. I believe that one's by Coach Knapp. And this time we're going to take a break. So a minute 37 to go, 18-point lead. North Penn Mansfield will be back soon for the rest of the third quarter. All right, welcome back here, Black Knight fans. Just about ready to get out of this timeout and finish our last minute and a half of the third quarter. North Penn Mansfield has the basketball. It's going to be Evans, Craig, who's over there? Is that Shaw, Dominic, and well, actually, no, that's 33 into the game for the first time. That's Tom King, the senior as well, and Dominic in the game for North Penn Mansfield. Nice steal going down the other end, though. It's taken away right by Stein. He goes to go around on a 3-on-1 situation all the way to the hoop himself. He's going to be rejected there by number 35. That is Irish into the game, so that was a little senior on freshman action right there, and the freshman gets the better of Stein.
Yeah, that was a good recovery block there from Tegan Irish. That was a nice play. Tough break on the other end, though, not getting a layup opportunity. A bounce pass may have worked a little bit better. He had the right idea. Just got to complete those passes tonight.
Stein with the basketball here. We are almost exactly at the minute mark of the third quarter. Tawana definitely has done a really nice job defensively this quarter. I believe they've only held him to 9 points, I think, this entire quarter thus far. So a good job defensively by the Knights.
Got to crash the middle there.
Craig loses the handle on it, but gets it back. He fires it back out to Stein. Stein's comfortable with just taking it back and setting things up quietly. Gives it over to King. Back to Stein. King was another kid I coached. Real nice kid. Hard worker. Good to see him get into the game here as a senior. That ball's knocked away by Chacona, and it will stay with North Penn Mansfield. Good job denying the entry pass. 5, Burley comes back in, takes out Craig. Tawana does not sub on that stoppage. 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Stein gets it in the corner. He's going to take a couple steps in, kicks it back out to Evans, back to Stein. Stein back to Evans again. This time he will shoot a 3, and it is going to be good. Makes the score 47-26. You just can't give him that much space.
Yeah, they've had a couple times tonight where they haven't found him quick enough, and he's a catch-and-shoot guy. When 23 catches the ball, that ball's going up for a shot, or it's going to probably be passed off. So you got to get out on that three-point line on number 23, Evans, for the Tigers.
Chacona's 3 is no good, but Stein is going to be called for a foul there. A little bit too aggressive with Lambert on the backside rebound. It'll stay with the Black Knights. Chacona will pass it in here to Ani Avani. He's going to dance around King nicely, but he is going to get fouled there by Dominic, and he'll reward himself with 2 shots on the free throw line.
Yeah, good inbound play there. A little 4-high look. A lot of cutters going to the ball, then some backside on the weak side of the paint there. But a good take by Dante. I think he got maybe kind of bopped on the nose there, and still almost got that shot to go up. But shooting 2, knocks down the first one.
Dominic checks out of the game. Back into the game comes Craig again, 12. Second shot in and out, no good. Rebound by Burley. Burley gets it out to King. He's going to bring it up this time for North Penn Mansfield. Fires it over to Stein. Over to, man, that's a quick shot. Okay. The quarter was ended. I'm like, yes. Wow. That is the end of the third quarter, though. However, it is 47-27 in favor of North Penn Mansfield. We will be back here in about 40 seconds to conclude our last quarter of action tonight. All right, Black Knight fans, we're back for our final quarter of action. Coming out for this fourth quarter is going to be Hoffman, number 20, 35, Irish, number 3, Ani Avani, number 12, Sparrow back in the game, the senior, and number 44, Schoonover. For North Penn Mansfield, it's 3, Lawrence, 23, Evans, 12, Curtis Craig, 5, Burley, and 11, Stein. Tawana with the basketball to start here, down 20. They kept it they really evened out that third quarter.
They actually won that third quarter about 13-8, but that was one of those quarters that – it needed to be the 18-8 or the 20-8 there, or at least that's what you would like to see. But 20 points is not impossible, but it's got to be a quick start. Shots got to go, just like that one from Dante.
Man, Ethan Sparrow, the senior, really made that possession, though, crashing the offensive board and get it out. Ani Avani does finish the job, and just on cue, it's now an 18-point game again with 7.5 to go in the ball game. Down the other end here for North Penn Mansfield, it's Stein. Interesting, the fact that North Penn Mansfield defeated the Knights by 16, and we're at 18 right now. Hopefully a little home court advantage here. Cooking in this fourth quarter could let the Knights get this thing a little bit closer and chip away. Evans, ball fake back to Stein. Stein comes in a couple steps, goes behind the back, brings it back out. Not in a hurry right now. Minute into the fourth quarter. North Penn Mansfield is taking their time with the basketball. Lawrence gets it over to Evans. Evans back to Lawrence. Lawrence is going to spot up a three. Why not? He is a good shooter. Another three goes for number 3. How many is that? 4 threes for him? 3 threes?
Yeah, I think he's up to 9 points, and they might all be
threes.
Three threes. And he kind of lulls you to sleep. He doesn't seem like he's going to shoot it. Nice quick release.
And he hits nothing but net when he shoots those threes, too. There's a turnover there as Sparrow's pass, a little bit too hot to handle for Schoonover. Comes back to North Penn Mansfield. 50-29 is our score. 6.5 to go in it. 3 team fouls so far in this half for North Penn Mansfield. Just 1 for the Knights. Lawrence gives it back to Stein. Stein is going to kind of dance around Sparrow, dance around him, and we're going to bring it back out again to Lawrence and back to Stein. I mean, this possession right here, I know they had the turnover quick, but we've been on this side of the court now for, a minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah, and Stein,
out of an 8-minute quarter. You know?
Stein right now is being real smart, just taking his time, and you can see the Black Knights are kind of letting him be at the top of the key to see if he'll shoot one. And he's a good enough shooter to knock it down, but tonight at least it's been Evans and Lawrence and those guys that really have hurt the Black Knights from the three-point line. So you got to kind of dare him maybe to shoot one, maybe get an extra possession if he misses. And a timeout here for the Black Knights, I believe.
That was also the 4th foul there on Schoonover. I think he'll stay in the game for now. 30 team fouls on North Penn Mansfield, 2 on the Knights. This is just a 30-second timeout, so we're just going to hang here with you for a moment. 50-29 is our score. Again, Tawana's been hanging around that 18-22 mark here for quite a while now, it seems like. And like Coach mentioned, they won the third quarter. And really, if anything, you don't love moral victories, but it would be nice to win the fourth quarter too.
Yeah,
right? Go get momentum going forward.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you want to win the game.
Yep.
But if you also can win that fourth quarter, that's something Coach Knapp, hey, we won the third quarter and win the fourth quarter against a team, just that 17-0 run might be just, a lot to overcome.
And this North Penn Mansfield team can beat anybody. I mean, they've proven it beating Troy and, being close to Wellsboro. And, those two teams are definitely at the top. And then, they've had games against Athens that have been close. So, and this team's just going to keep getting better and better as the season goes on. So, if you're the Black Knights here, you got a good stop here. See if you can get a nice possession here. They're pressure from the Tigers. So, see if you can get an opportunity to get an easy one here and get some momentum.
North Penn Mansfield had the ball on their side of the court for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Might not seem like a long time, but that is an eternity in basketball. And here we are going to have a foul on, I don't know who they're going to call that on. I mean, it's on North Penn Mansfield. It's Tawana's basketball. It's going to be on 12. That's going to be Curtis Craig, his first of the game, 4th for North Penn Mansfield. Irish gets it into Ani Avani. He goes right around Lawrence. Passes it out to Sparrow. Sparrow with the freshman Dominic on him. He decides to bring it out. He's going to try and get this ball over, but good pressure there by Stein. Now Ethan Sparrow turns the corner. lulled Dominic to sleep, takes it to the hole, makes the basket, and one, goes to the free throw line, 50-31. Nice to see the senior make some noise here on senior night.
Yeah, great take there by Ethan Sparrow, getting the and one. Senior night, whether it's senior night or not, great take by Ethan there to get to the line.
And the free throw is good for Sparrow, so a real nice job. 50-32, right back to 18 points again. Seems like we've been there for most of this second half. Back the other direction, here comes North Penn Mansfield with Lawrence with the basketball, and I think the play here from Coach Burley is to be patient and kind of look for your shot as Lawrence brings it back out to Stein. Man, that's a good move by Stein.
Really
Shots
nice.
long,
Gotta have this
though.
rebound.
And I think we fought against ourselves there. Neither one of those guys could grab on to that leather pumpkin there.
Nice.
4:48 to go here in the fourth quarter of action. Stein comes
Good
in, gets
block.
rejected by Schoonover, but somehow still falls into the hands of North Penn Mansfield. Dominic tries to drive in, and he is going to be fouled, and the ball will go under the basket, staying with the Tigers. Two fouls on Hoffman, by the way, too. Not in foul trouble. 5 team fouls on North Penn Mansfield. Just 3 on the Black Knights, so okay from the bonus as of right now. Nice pick there by Craig. He's going to roll with it, but Lawrence decides to get it back out to Stein. Not exactly, but about 4.5 to go here in this game. North Penn Mansfield being extremely patient on offense right now.
Yeah, you got to try to get a count here. Got to try to get a 5 count on the ball. That's nice fake there.
Nobody
by Stein.
decided to take Stein as he kind of faked his passing the ball any way he wanted to, but he ends up with the layup there to make it 52-32 with 4 to go. Stein is back on Hoffman, by the way, too. He's given up probably 6-7 inches, but just his defensive presence there makes it tough. Sparrow with the basketball here, gives it over to Schoonover. Switch there on Curtis. Schoonover comes all the way to the hole himself. Nice spin on the basketball there by Schoonover as he makes that, and he is going to go to the line for an and one opportunity as well.
Love to see more of that from 44 for the Black Knights. Justin Schoonover. He's so crafty with the ball, like we've talked about before, with little spins and little English on the ball and things like that. And you'd love to see him take it to the hoop a little bit more and be aggressive. And some of that might be, he's sometimes in a little foul trouble for his defensive effort, and he doesn't get that many opportunities. But, in the future, he should be a double-double machine between points and rebounds. He's
playing with 4 right now. He gets picked there by Curtis Craig, and Lawrence is going to go in, and then that's it. It's right on cue. That is the 5th foul on Schoonover. And he will be out of this game, and Mr. Sam Lawrence will go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, no, they called it on Sparrow.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
I was just going to say, you just got to learn, young man. Just, you're playing some good defense. You made him take a tough shot. Don't reach in there and slap.
You know who he reminds me of.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it. It's
ahead.
Adam Harris.
Yeah.
That's Adam Harris out there. Just
He's
a
got
bruiser.
5 of them. You can't take him home,
Yeah,
right?
Just a bruiser. Sparrow with a nice rebound there, coming the other direction here for the Black Knights. 53-35, still an 18-point lead right now. Irish is going to go one-on-one against Burley. He is going to be blocked on his way to the rim, and he will line to shoot 2 more. So 3 possessions in a row for Towanda. They find themselves on the foul line, and now it'll be Irish's turn to try and shoot 2. Game's definitely slowed down here in this fourth quarter with these fouls. First shot, Irish in and out, no good. He'll have 1 more.
Yeah, a lot of free throws, especially for the Black Knights. But these are points that you're leaving out there. Every miss, you got to have these ones. Give yourself a chance.
Second free throw is good. Makes it 53-36 with 3:20 to go in this one. Lawrence is going to be the point guard right now for North Penn Mansfield. He's going to bring it down and give it another opportunity.
Could be blocked there, I think.
Man, if not, he's had 3 air balls on 3-pointers.
Yeah, I think that one may have been tipped. That was a good closeout.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Lawrence down the other direction there. Defensively on Aniavani. Here's Schoonover who gives it to
inside,
Irish.
See if you can get Colby a touch here.
Yeah,
Got
Stein
Evans.
back out of the game, isn't he? Yep.
Nice
Good take by Irish right against Burley, but Burley does come around with the rebound. I mean, that's right. It's not a bad shot.
Good take, yeah.
Just unfortunate, a little bit too strong in the back. Back the other direction's Lawrence. He gives it off to Evans. Evans is going to drive in himself, try some English himself, but his is not good.
Got to go.
Other direction comes Sparrow. Sparrow is just driving down that court. Gives it out to Irish. Nice ball fake. He's going to go one-on-one with Burley. Pop Nice shot.
Good shot.
Good job by Irish.
That's not an easy shot, too.
No,
He
especially
made it
over
look
a
easy.
6'3" Burley.
Yeah,
right?
Stopping momentum going to the right, coming back to the left, a little hesitation, fade away over some, 6'3" size is not an easy shot. So he made it look a lot easier than it is.
It's a 15-point game now, 53-38, 2:10 to go. And again, Tawana winning this quarter.
Got to go.
Shot no good. Rebound by Hoffman. Ani Avani comes back the other way. Exactly 2 minutes to go in this one tonight. Over to Hoffman.
Love to see Colby here maybe take one, or coming off a screen here, popping back to him, see if he can get a one-on-one. Good take by Dante.
Ani Avani turns the corner, and he is going to make another one to make this a 13-point game, and coach is going to call himself a timeout. So a minute 45 to go, 13 points now, and Tawanda is in the bonus. We got it. It's
Was this
closer.
a timeout by Tawanda?
I
Right?
think it was Tawanda's coach. I think it was
Okay.
Coach Knapp, but I'm not positive on that. It's a 30-second regardless.
Yeah.
So we'll stick here.
Yep, I think for Tawanda here, if they call the timeout, this could be a situation just a couple small adjustments, little strategy maybe involved, being aggressive, taking to the hoop, try to get to the free throw line. Defensively, what you're going to be in. Don't be shocked if you see a different defense here by the Tigers of North Penn Mansfield. They've been a man-to-man for a really long time for Coach Burley, and Coach Burley doesn't usually stick in defenses that long, so don't be surprised if he changes it up here a little bit.
I mean, I might not be right because you're the one with the stats on you there. But what is North Penn Mansfield scored like 18 points this entire half?
13.
13 points. Wow. Yeah, so Tawana definitely playing good defense right now. 13 points against this team's not bad. The freshman Dominic does get down low on Hoffman and banks that one home to make it 55-40, a 15-point game. Time not on Tawanda's side right now. Minute 20 is all we have left in this one. Elias Schroeder checks in the game. He goes one-on-one against Dominic, and he's able to put that right back at him to put it back to 13.
Got to have lots of pressure here. Maybe get a 10-second call. Got to have that steal if you're going to get one there.
Coach Burley does put Stein back into the game there, and, well, we had him under 10.
Yeah, Irish had to just get over there a little sooner and take away that passing lane. That was a good press break by North Penn there.
Yep, 2 more for Dominic. Tawana back the other end. We're under 50 seconds now to go in this one. 15-point game in favor of the Tigers. It's good to see Tawana trying to finish this thing out strong, though. Burley, good defense, but better offense by Irish as he's able to bank another one. He has come alive here in the fourth quarter as well. Makes it 57-44. Stein with the ball here against the break. His shot is going to be, his pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Lambert. Good D, as you just said, Coach. 33 seconds to go. Tawana will kind of,
Coach Knapp is going to back off a little bit. 30 seconds down.
13.
Yeah, 13. It's not impossible, but it's the percentage of wins you're going to get in that situation are far and.
Well, if anything, I think Coach Knapp could be very, very happy, especially with his team's effort in the second half. Things definitely to correct in the first half, as it saw a real quick blitz there by North Penn Mansfield. But Tawanda, like you said, I think was able to win not just the third quarter, the fourth quarter, and the entire half completely, really. And they played a whole different basketball game. But we are going to go final, and that is the end of our varsity matchup tonight. It is the North Penn Mansfield Tigers winning this one 57-44 over our Tawanda Black Knights. We'll be back here in about a minute and a half to recap our game. We're going to have our scoring, and we are going to look ahead going forward at our broadcast for next week. So again, 57-44 final score. North Penn Mansfield defeats Tawanda. We'll be back here in a minute. All right, Black Knight fans, let's go over the scoring real quick, recap, and we'll look at our schedule going forward here as far as our action on the Towanda Area School District YouTube page. So, Coach Johnson, you want to take away the scoring?
Yeah, for the home Black Knights tonight, Dante Ottaviani with 12 points, Elias Schroeder with 2, Justin Schoonover with 5, Logan Lambert with 12. So Dante and Logan led the team there, 12 each. Colby Hoffman with 4, Mason Hartman with 2, Tegan Irish with 5, and Ethan Sparrow with 3. For the North Penn Mansfield Tigers, we had Sam Lawrence, number 3, with 9, Brody Burley with 5, Alex Stein, number 11, had 8. Curtis Craig led the Tigers with 13, and he led the Tigers with Jacob Evans with also 13 points tonight, and Carson Dominic, the freshman, had 8.
All right, so good job by North Penn Mansfield. I can't be a homer here, but I am glad to see the kids that I was able to coach do well there, especially off the bench, and kudos to them and good luck to them the rest of the year. As far as our games going forward, ladies and gentlemen, this upcoming week we have 2 girls basketball games for you that we are going to have for you. On Monday, on President's Day, it's going to be the girls taking on the Troy Lady Trojans. That'll be a 6 p.m. start for the varsity. And then Thursday, as we just mentioned, we picked up that boys varsity game with Meadowbrook Christian. That will be a 6 o'clock start as well. And then Saturday, the 20th of February, we will have a noon tip-off as the girls varsity will take on the Wellsboro Lady Hornets. So that will do it as far as tonight goes. It was North Penn Mansfield with the victory over Towanda. Our next broadcast again will be this coming Monday for the girls as they try to stay undefeated as they take on the Troy Lady Trojans. So for Coach Johnson to my right, this is Coach Clark signing off. Have a great weekend and stay warm.
Len goes. I gotta go. I gotta get up there and report.